On first down, it's Taylor. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. McCoy coming off a 58-yard, 16-carry performance against the Ravens. And he had the Bills' only touchdown in that game.
Things were pretty stacked up for him trying to run the football. So I would expect going forward that they'll continue to, of course, hand the ball to him because he can be so explosive and dynamic. But use him in the passing game as well. Try and find some space for him and get him some open field to work.
Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end. And that's going to make it fourth down.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will come back onto the field with a 1st and 10. So here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And they're led out by their 4-time Super Bowl winning quarterback in his 17th season now for Michigan. It's Tom Brady.
If you want to see a guy who absolutely loves the game of football work, try and see Tom Brady at practice. It is absolutely fascinating. When he's not on the field with the offense, he's off on another field doing individual drills, staying sharp, staying in shape. This is a guy who says he wants to play 10 more years. He certainly works like it.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Offense. Still first down.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the gun, it's Brady. And complete on the right side to Bennett. And he's able to get up here to the 26. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Brady to throw on 2nd down. And he'll find his favorite receiver. That's Edelman. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
No Rob Gronkowski? Jimmy Garoppolo said, no problem. I'll just spread the ball around to a bunch of other receivers like Chris Hogan, Malcolm Mitchell, Danny Amendola, and the clear number 1 outside of Gronk, Julian Edelman.
Yeah, he was hitting everybody in that Week 1 game. Even hit himself off a deflection. Got in the stat sheet for a catch.
Now, is that truly spreading the ball around?
Yeah.
No
well,
doubt
actually, he didn't really spread it around. He just threw it to himself, but it worked. Here's Brady. Trying for Edelman again. This time he's got him. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's brought down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Gronkowski missed that game against Arizona in Week 1 with a hamstring injury. You know they're ready to have him back.
And he's one of the few tight ends in the league that you can truly say is the #1 receiver on his team and affects defenses in a huge way. They have to know where he's going to line up because they have to know what kind of damage he can do from that position. Because we know he lines up as a slot, lines up with his hand on the ground in line, out wide, split by himself, and runs those one-on-one routes and wins. He is truly a game wrecker when he's on the field. And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Brady now to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. And on this offense, a guy that kind of came in under the radar, Lewis.
Hard to believe that Dion Lewis was that far under the radar. There is something to precedent from schools. Played at Pitt, and they do know how to churn out running backs.
And the offense looking to pick up the 1st down after the 2nd down incompletion.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside, and I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness, that's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Quickly now, a look at the Buffalo defense.
Kyle Williams never gets the credit he deserves as a defensive tackle, but every offense in the league knows how difficult it is to block him.
Six yards to go here on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. And he will find his man on the outside. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his 3rd catch here in the 1st quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Now Brady throwing on 2nd down. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Brady now on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Chris Hogan from 3 yards out. And the Pats have taken the early lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Now Bush on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front, and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
They come out here in the eye. They'll go again to McCoy. Fighting him off.
Just ran right through the trash.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
On 3rd down, here's McCoy. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line. A chance for us to look now at the Bills' defense. And last time out they got scored against, their offense hasn't given them any help to this point. So maybe they need a stop here.
A stop obviously would be nice. Not critical at this stage of the game, but one of the things that you want to find out from your defense, are you really ready to play? After giving up a touchdown on the last drive, let's see if they have a little bit better spark, a little bit better bounce in this series.
We'll see if they have that spark and that bounce right here. And tough starting field position here.